All right, guys, here is a super realistic workflow of if you're trying to go from this type of CAD file to this type of render. Enjoy. I would go into ChatGPT, a free account. I would put in my image and I would use the talking model just so I can talk instead of having to type everything. And I would basically tell it that I'm going to put this, here, I'll just do it now. I'm going to be putting this elevation into auto render AI and I want to create a realistic lifelike rendering. I don't want any change in the angle. I want it to be exactly the same angle, exactly the same geometry, and give me a prompt to make this happen. So I'm going to feed this into ChatGPT. It'll analyze it and give me a prompt that I'm going to use in auto render AI to get a realistic render. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to go to create, and I'm going to upload those the prompt and my image. So again, this is the result that it gave me, and I'm not happy with this one right now. And so one of the main things like I have to remind myself is people create literally Hollywood style videos using AI. So there's not necessarily a problem with these AI models, but more so with our prompting and us giving up too soon. So for this one, what I would do is I would go over to edit and select and modify. And I want to basically add a driveway and I want to add grass. And I'm going to put a prompt for that by saving this image and putting it into ChatGPT and asking it to give me the best prompt so that I can make that happen. All right, so I did exactly that. I went into chat. I basically told it what I wanted as well. And I put that in here, and this is the result it gave me. So it's getting a lot closer to what I'd like. Preferably, I would like this background to not just be clouds. So I'm going to reuse this exact image and tell it to make the background a lot more realistic. All right, hopefully you can see now. So I'd asked chat basically the same thing. I'm going to be putting it in. I want the background to look realistic. I put that prompt in, and this is the rendering that I got. Now, one of the things that I may want to do, and I'm going to try this live with you here, is I want to show the right side of the property so that we have like a 3/4 view of the property. So what I'm going to do is download this. We'll be putting this into ChatGPT along with the right side elevation screenshot of this property and basically telling ChatGPT that I will be using this as my input image. I'll have that right-hand side elevation drawing as a reference. I want a 3/4 view and I want the material to extend based off of the input image, which is this one, and the same environment and everything, just a change of an angle. And we'll see how that turns out. All right, so I had come into ChatGPT, I told it basically the render, the reference image that I would be putting, which is the right-hand side of that property, and that I want basically everything I said to you. This is why talking is easier than typing. I basically just talked to ChatGPT. It gave me this prompt. I put it in as described. So my input image, the prompt, and the reference image here. And it gave me literally a perfect render. So you can use this workflow in place of the 2D to 3D kind of working. Again, it's like it may not be immediate what you wanted and it may take some back and forth. However, this did take me 10 minutes and previously, literally for this exact house, I waited a couple weeks and paid, I think it was like $1,400 for a rendering that is indistinguishable from this one. So hopefully you see the value here. If there's any other questions, definitely let me know. And if at any point you wanted to, let's say, edit the color of the garage doors or the siding or anything of the sort, you would have just done it in select and modify and trying to use the same process as the ChatGPT talking to get the prompt. Hopefully this was useful. Let me know. Thank you.